professor is in the marketing department, and his fun fact is that he has run 3, which is started and finished 3 marathons, each in the same day. From Topeka, Kansas, please welcome David Reibstein.
If I had known there were going to be other... Is this on?
No.
Got it? If I had only known how to turn this on. But actually, if I had known there were going to be other faculty on this agenda, I would not have prepared 60 different stories for you. So it is. So no rhymes. Actually, I planned on coming about 10, 15 minutes late, just as partial payback to all of you. Wait. Just a second, I got a couple texts to do. I'm just taking notes. So my story is, if I had only known that once you're at Wharton, your life is a fishbowl and there's no place to hide. So I'm going to tell you a story, an absolute true story of what it is that happened to me. Now, none of you know what faculty do during the summer. And it turns out we work really, really, really hard. So I'm going to tell you what happened to me one summer, right after graduation. So graduation happened, and immediately, the day after graduation, I head off to a conference. And I'm working hard in southern France. So I'm off at this conference, and we're in sessions the whole time and everything. The conference gets over, and I rent a car, and I just head south. I know eventually I'm going to hit the Riviera, and I'll find a beach somewhere. And I drove, and finally I found a hotel, a cute little hotel, and I stopped there, and I crashed, and I went to bed. In the morning, I woke up and I thought, I'm on the Riviera. I got to go to the Riviera. This will be great. And I get up, and I grab my bag. It has a beach towel and a marketing book. And I head on out to the beach. And I'm there, and there's nobody else on the beach. It's like amazing. And I'm sitting there, and it's really, really cold. And there's a wind that's coming in directly right upon me. I don't know what it is, it's obviously just a bad time of year, except I look, and this is a cove that comes in, but I see another cove off a little bit in the distance, and it's got a whole bunch of people on that. So I think they must be protected from the wind where they are over there, not where I am. So I grab my bag, and I head around in the cove, and there's some rocks that jut out into the water. And so I have to cross those rocks to get to this next beach, but I'm not to be deterred. So I hold on to everything, and I walk out over the rocks, and they're a little wet and slippery, so I'm watching my step, and I come around, and I keep coming, and now I'm starting my way into this next cove, and I'm not quite to the beach, and a beach ball comes over. And so I bend down and I pick it up and I start to throw it to whoever it is that had lost the beach ball. And I look up, and the little girl that was running over to get the beach ball was totally naked. It was a little girl. But then I look up, and the rest of the entire beach is totally naked. Now, I'm an American, okay? And I'm not French. And I'm thinking, well, do I want to do this beach, or do I want to go back and freeze by myself over there? And hey, it's totally naked in a different country, and so so I continue and I walk along, but I'm wearing a Wharton t-shirt. I've got my swim trunks on. So I walk, and what I notice is at the end of the beach was a cafe. And so I go and I sit at the beach, or at the cafe. And I put my back to the beach because I don't want to be intrusive. And I order, I'm waiting, I see a menu and I'm looking to see what it is I can get. And I'm waiting, and finally a waitress comes over and I'm just sitting there and I turn and I look, and I'm looking at a ball of fur. Okay, and I look up, she's totally naked. I get a drink, I drink it really quickly. I continue and I think, well, I'm here in France, I'm going to do this. That's not that funny, okay? So I find a place that I think is relatively innocuous. I take out my beach towel. I put it out. I get my marketing book by Dave Reibstein. And then, okay, here I am, when in France. So I take my trunks down, I take my shirt off, I lay down, I get the book, and I realize there's some places the sun never shines, so I need to cast a shadow. But I will tell you, as soon as I got my trunks down to my ankles, I heard somebody say, "Professor Reibstein." Absolute truth. How she recognized me, I do not know. Anyhow, if I had only known, there's no place you can hide on that morning. So that's my story.